Good day, everyone. Welcome back to What Ifs and Maybes, a podcast about the what ifs of our lives and the maybes of our hearts. This is your host, Pau.
And Mads with Nina with another prompt.
Okay, so what's our prompt today, Mad?
Our prompt for today, Pau, is what if you can go back to a time in your life? What would it be? How about you?
Well, I've honestly thought of this before, and honestly, I wouldn't go back in time in a certain point. Is it just for a day or like I'll relive my life?
What if just for a day?
Oh, if it's just for a day, I think it would be the day when we were all together. I think you guys remember this because this was like 2 years ago before
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, but it was like the wedding slash graduation party.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go back in time to spend the day with you guys again because we were all, I think, well, I hope you guys had fun. And leading to that point, the joke, the dance, the sleepover
Mm-hmm.
was so fun. There was even like a joke there that it was my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And that was so funny. Everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people really thought that I
That you got married.
yeah. They even like made a video congratulating me and posted it. And then there were like a few people who congratulated me on my social media. I'm like, I'm not married. Actually, nobody even asked me first if it was true. They like
Yeah.
congratulated me and nobody asked for a confirmation.
Yeah, it even got spread with like the juniors.
Yeah, some seniors, girl. It was like, so what? Nobody asked me if I was gonna get married.
Mm-hmm.
We even have a friend that I invited her to the party, and she was like so hurt because she didn't know that I was getting married.
But she was
I was like,
invited.
yeah, I invited her to the page, and I'm like, I told you. What are you talking about? It was so funny. That's why I would love to go back in time to spend that day one more time. But if I had to go back in time and relive my life,
Mm-hmm.
I
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Nina said, I would not want to dance in front of that camera again, though. Just a backstory. We danced. We danced a number, right? For your
Yeah, we
party.
it was a cutesy K-pop dance.
Yeah, with a little bit of hip hop in between.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I would love to go back in time.
But I remember practicing, and it was so hot. When we practiced in
True.
that abandoned building. It wasn't abandoned. It felt like it was abandoned.
It had some creepy vibes, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
yeah.
why? But why that one? Why that specific memory? I mean, for sure you've had memories that you were happy as well, that you enjoyed it. But what sets that event?
Actually, when I was a kid, from elementary to high school, I don't know if this was just my line of thought, but I was never really that happy in anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then in college, like everything was like going down.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why. I think that was like because in elementary, I don't know if you guys had this thought in elementary, but it was always a constant for me that I'm happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even if I wasn't really, I was like waiting for a time I was gonna be depressed. I was like, if I'm happy right now, when will it be not happy? When would there be a time that I wasn't happy? That's it. So that was like always a constant in my life from elementary to high school. And then college happened, and I was like, whoa, that was such a hard time. I would never. That's actually the reason that I would not relive my life.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to go back in time and I had to relive everything, I would not go
Mm-hmm.
back in time. If it's just only for a day, sure, I would go there. But to relive college, that would be a nightmare. Even if I knew what I had,
Mm-mm.
I don't know if my feelings would change. Uh, it wouldn't. I might be even more anxious that when I relive it. That's why.
Mm-mm. So Nina's asking, did you choose that because you were already done with college at the time?
I wasn't really done with college that
Yeah.
time. I had one more month. If it's just for a day.
She means most of it, like most of the college, you were done with it.
No. I also had to wear a gown there, and it was all about me. So that's
It was the gown.
yeah. Well, I
Rated.
was able. No, it wasn't just about the gown, but it was also the attention. It was. Just, I'm joking. Well, not really.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to spend time with my family too and my friends. We got to go to we were able to sleep over in a hotel
Mm-hmm.
afterward. We were able to drink, but because I'm not really a person who loves alcohol, I'm allergic to it by the way. But yeah, that's why we were like together.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we were together for 24 hours then. I was with my family. I got to see old friends. My old friends and new friends met each other. It was so fun.
That's right. You even had games. I won them. That's why I remember.
Oh,
The
the
trivia game.
question,
Yeah.
the trivia game. Yeah, that was so.
Nina said it was rigged because she didn't win. Nina, it's
I
not
think
rigged because I won. Just kidding.
but like all of the questions there, didn't you know the questions there?
No, the questions? We didn't know the questions. We knew the answers.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
even coached other people the answers so that they could win.
yeah. Yeah.
We both got bags. I remember that, Nina.
I don't remember that. Why?
Yeah, it was tea.
Well, oh, okay. Why did I have a tea bag?
That's because you were
A
giving
bag
it
of
to us.
tea.
You never drank it, Nina. Nina said she never drank the tea. I did. I drank 3 packets.
You can give it to me, Nina, if you still have it.
I'm pretty sure it's expired at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So she gave it to her sister instead. How about you, Mads? What if you had to go back in time?
For a day. We're talking a day here.
A day and both. A day and if you had to relive
Oh,
your life, when would it start?
if I could relive it, I'll just start during elementary and end
Oh.
before I went to high school.
You can can you end anywhere?
Yeah, if I could like present the duration of the time I could go back to. Yeah, I'd just be there during my elementary years. Those were my halcyon days. I loved elementary school. I wasn't a loner per se. I'm pretty sure I was bullied at some point, but it was so peaceful. I wasn't pressured to do anything. I just needed to study. I slept a lot. There were not a lot of expectations. It was peaceful because I wasn't bullied aggressively, if that makes sense. And
Only
yeah,
through words?
um, well, they kind of did it secretly, I think. But you figure it out as a kid. But then I'm the kind of person that I didn't really care that much about other people. Yeah. If Sasuke was a girl, I was probably him when I was younger. I'm talking about like Sasuke or Itachi Uchiha from Naruto for people who know them. But anyway, but it wasn't arrogant like Sasuke. But I was quiet. I was really, really quiet. And I only got extroverted when I went to sixth grade, I think, or high school. So I'd go back to my elementary days because it was peaceful and because I miss a lot of people. Because you guys, I can talk to you guys anytime, and I do talk to you guys all the time. But sometimes I do miss my best friend from elementary because we seldom see each other. Like we'd always see each other once or twice a year, and it would be because of our birthdays. And now that it's a pandemic, we haven't seen each other for quite a while. So it's quite sad in a sense because I had or I experienced my life, the majority of my life with them. I mean, we've known each other since we were 4. Nina said her best friend doesn't even come over on her birthday. We meet each other outside when it's my birthday. we kind of make it our day together just because it's the only time that we kind of celebrate each other. One out of 365 days, how special, right? But I won't relive my whole life because I don't think I'm strong enough for that kind of trauma.
Understand.
But that's my answer. But what if it's longer? What if you needed to come back for a year, Pao? What year would you go back to and why?
Maybe when I was born until I was 1 year old.
That's
I think
cheating.
I really don't want to go back to any year.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, maybe when I was in kinder or some year that's earlier that I don't remember anything except playing.
Okay, I get that. But what if it's high school to college? Like what year would you go back to? That's a harder question, but you need to choose.
Okay, so if I choose, you choose too.
Yeah, I'll choose two.
College, so not after college.
High school to college. So like from ages of how old were you in your high school?
I don't even remember.
I think I was 12. I was turning 13 when I was a
Mm,
first year in high school, and then 21 when I finished college. So from
so
13 to
teenage
21,
years like
yeah,
that.
teenage to early kind of adulthood. Yeah, but
Mm.
mostly teenage years. Would you go back?
I really don't want to choose, but if I had to choose, it would be the first year of college.
Ooh, really?
Maybe not. That year, that exact year, from high school,
Mm,
the last months of
senior
high school,
year.
and then until the first semester of college. So that exact year, I
Oh,
would go back there because nothing hard happened. I think then. Well, not true. Wait, nope. I remembered something from high school. I don't want to go back there anymore. That's so hard.
it's a hard question for you.
Can it like be all the summers?
Yeah, no, it's
Like,
not. It needs to be a year. What year can you tolerate the most that you came back to it? I'd go back to junior year. Like I was third year in high school. I'd go back to that year.
your junior year?
Yeah, third year too. When I almost went to fourth year because that was the year I found confidence within myself again. I mean,
Mm,
everyone didn't like me because apparently not everyone, but they admitted it. They were kind of jealous because I kept getting all of the positions that they wanted. But in my defense, I worked hard for it. But sometimes you get a lot of things and people hate you for it, even if
true.
both of you worked hard for it. That's why I think luck is a good factor. I've never been really lucky. So I don't know. I think it's contradicting. But I like that the most because that's when I realized, I mean, that year was when I realized that effort pays off. And then I got hospitalized, but that's a different year now. So I got my
Yeah.
answer. Do you have yours?
Maybe first year of high school because nothing major happened then.
Mm.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't really remember the first year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a forgettable year. So that means nothing bad happened then. So that's good.
So that's your criteria. If it doesn't feel bad, that's decent at the very least.
Yeah.
What if we change the question?
Mm,
What is a time in your life that you would never go back to?
college, the whole college
No,
life.
just a year.
Just a year?
Yeah.
Maybe well, actually, I enjoyed the last year except for the last month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in college.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had like a lot of breakdowns, but I love my third to fourth month. I was in a hospital then,
Mm-hmm.
and I loved my stay there. All of my
Mm.
hospital
Mm-mm.
internship centers, hospital rotations. I love,
Mm-hmm.
even though it was hard. I wouldn't want to go back to the last year,
Mm-hmm.
even though I enjoyed some.
Mm-hmm. Basically,
Um,
the overall year was still bad,
Yeah.
even if
If
there
I
were
had to
highlights.
weigh
Mm-mm.
if I had to weigh the pros and the cons, it had more cons
I get that.
than pros.
What if?
You.
Oh,
You.
me. All
Yeah.
right. I was going to ask another question, but then I realized I didn't answer. A time that I wouldn't go back to?
mm.
Oh, it is hard.
Mm.
The most wouldn't go back to the most first year of high school. I think I think I was the most immature at first year of high school.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't really, but I was the most immature version of myself. I mean, not immature as a person that in comparison to other people, but I feel like I didn't mature enough because it was the first time that I really interacted with a new set of people. Because from elementary to all of my elementary years, we only had one class. We were only in one class. So come high school, we had like 200 more class 200 more batchmates. Yeah, because I went to this private Catholic school in the province. Okay, we only had one class from kindergarten to grade or sixth grade or grade six. We only were in one class because I came from a private Catholic school. So it was the biggest and only private Catholic school in the province, in my province. So it was kind of a big deal. It was I wasn't rich or wasn't feel comfortable. It was just the nearest one from my house. That's why my mom picked it, honestly. But basically, it didn't like first year of high school because, like I said, I was the most immature then. You know that developmental stage when you feel like everything is about you? That was me in high school. I mean, other people didn't notice it, but I knew that I was thinking that way. And I couldn't stop myself from thinking that way because everything was so new to me. Like new interactions, new people, new guys, ew, cringe. But basically, that was the first time that I saw new people. That's new guys. Discuss details according to Nina. That will be for another podcast, guys. So stay tuned. but what I was going to ask earlier, Pao, is that what if it's a different question? What if you can go forward to a time in your life? What year or what age or phase of your life do you want to be in? Or do you want to live for at least a year, like that movie 13 going on 30?
I would fast forward. Same, actually. So Nina wrote, I want to fast forward to my deathbed. That's exact what I was gonna say. But that's a prompt for next time.
Yeah.
How about you?
Can you give a little like example why or reason why death was the thing that you chose?
To fast forward, it's gonna be real weird, but I just don't want to live another day. So Nina wrote she wants to fast forward to her deathbed. Yeah, I would really love. But if I had to choose, I would fast forward to my death too because I don't want to live another day.
Is it because you don't have anything planned? Nina's asking. Or you're not expecting anything else? Is that the reason?
You think I don't have anything planned?
Or like you're not looking forward to the outcomes of your plans?
Not really. I just don't care. If I were to die tomorrow, it's okay. If I were to die today, it's okay. I'm not thinking about killing myself. I just don't want
Yeah, Nina
to.
said the same thing. Actually, I'm the same.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really mind. But the only thing that's my worry if I die is my family's reaction.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's the story for next time. Anyways, how about you, man?
If
If
I
you were to
mm-hmm.
fast forward.
I feel like honestly, I'm just tired at this point. So that I'd probably give the same answer. But I'm also at the point where I want to see if after 10 years, even if I'm not there, because for sure, even if you're not there, the world will continue existing. What happens? But I don't think I can go to a certain year, maybe just for a day, because I think it'll be too heart wrenching. If, for example, I'm not there and I see everything fall into place, but I feel like I want to have that assurance that at least everyone was still happy or will still be happy. But at the same time, I'm curious, like, who will I be when I'm 30 or 40 or 50 at certain milestones? Like, what would I be doing? Those kind of things. Yeah, that'll probably be it as well. Ina said she'd probably be the same as 50 years from now, just with wrinkles. I'd probably have white hair, but I'll rock it.
Same. I think I'll be patty too, but that's okay.
I want to be like those fit 30-year-olds that goes to marathons. Yeah, that's a new bucket list actually. Just thought of it today. I want to experience a marathon probably in the next 5 years, just because. Yeah, you can scare younger people.
Mhm. That's true.
That's true.
To sum it up, I wouldn't
Mm.
go back in time, or would I go forward? I would just like to stay where I am right now. But if I die in the future, if I die tomorrow, if I die right now, it's okay. But yeah, so that's the conclusion for my.
I get that. But at the same time, I feel like I just have the same conclusion as that. But I want to be at the point when I would think that I want to look forward to a time. I feel like that's one thing that I got from today. I want to be at a certain mindset that I want to look forward to not necessarily dying, Nina, but living the rest of my life. Because I have this imagination that maybe when I'm 90, I'll be just walking at the beach and just be peaceful and maybe just have that sort of life for a while, you know. I don't even like beaches because I can't swim, but I just want to experience peace the same way I did when I was younger.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Hopefully someday we'll be at peace. We'll be at peace with ourselves. Maybe we can live in a beach house or maybe in a mountain someday.
Oh, I like that mountain.
But that's the maybes and the what ifs of our somedays. Anyways, so
Wow.
that's the end of our episode.
See you again next Friday, hoping that your regrets be small and your wishes stay strong.
Bye, guys.